revealed data and updates on the conduct of the polls. The sheer magnitude of the violent assault on the sanctity of the ballot was shocking beyond description. The outcome of such a process that was so criminally subverted should not actually be allowed to stand. At the last count, our observer reports from KOGI State have recorded the death of 10 people in various shooting incidents and attacks across the state. The CDD EAC non-partisan observers, including trained roving journalists, reported over 79 critical incidents in the KOGI State off-cycle election and the rerun governorship elections and the rerun senatorial elections. In clear terms, these incidents combined to damage the credibility of the polls. The incidents ranged from hijack of electoral materials by thugs, kidnap of INEC ad hoc staff, vote buying, attack on observers and journalists, intimidation of voters, and underage voting. Other reported incidents which call to question the credibility of these polls include widespread stuffing of ballot boxes, ballot snatching, multiple voting, and even in some places we had evidence of people tampering there. The level of malpractices in these elections was so pervasive as reported by our observers on ground. Our observers revealed that violence and disruption of voting constituted 66.21% of the total reported incidents. Vote trading, which was also widespread across the state, constituted 28.38% of the total reported malfeasance, while underage and multiple voting account for 5.41% of the total incidents reported by our observer. The intensity of the observed incidents were also quite high in local governments like Lokoja, Kababunu, Ijumu, Okene, Ajaokuta, Dekina, and Olamaboro local governments. In terms of senatorial districts, KOGI West topped the chart of incidents with over 55%, while KOGI East came second with 27%, and KOGI Central accounts for 18% of the total reported incidents. This suggests that these incidents, particularly violence, were not just widespread but more pronounced in some locations, particularly areas with high number of registered voters. In Bayelsa State, CDD observers reported over 50 critical incidents which directly impacted the credibility of the election. These incidents were mainly predominant in Yenogwa, Ekeremo, Sagbama local government. Of course, there is Brass, Southern Nijo, and Nembe. Violence in forms of thuggery, ballot box snatching, destruction of voting materials constituted 66.7% of the total reported incidents. We had 22.2% of vote trading. In fact, there was an instance where people rejected money from one particular party, they preferred to take from the other party.